Welcome everybody to Democrazy. For starters, it is the weirdest. Okay, so the first thing I know, this isn't like the news talk of the news. I mean, like eventually, yes, we're gonna be touching up more on the Epstein, or rather, the MAGA revolt over the Epstein files and things. But like, what's really gotten a lot of traction, and I gotta admit, is just like with the Paramount canceling Late Show.
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm just so like, yeah. At first, yeah. I mean, like, I get it. It's political. Yeah, it is political pressure. I mean, like, because that stupid Skydance merger that Paramount wants so fucking badly. It's just. Look, for the record, am I worried for, like, Stephen Colbert? No. Guy's gonna land on his feet. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to doing the Colbert Report or the Daily Show alongside Jon Stewart. So
No. That's the problem. You can't, because Comedy Central is under the same umbrella.
Yeah, because that's actually the somewhat question is Trump going to try and extend towards Jon Stewart next, since it's still in that wheelhouse?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
This
thing
is
is,
why
like,
you shouldn't have monopolies.
you shouldn't be. That's like you said, Doug. Like, Stephen Colbert will be fine. Like, he could start a podcast with Jon Stewart, like another podcast that Jon Stewart does. They could do that. Like, he'll be fine. It's just it's
That was kind
principle.
of what I figured would just happen if that did. He would just gain a podcast because everyone would immediately listen. Like his pretty much most of his, that would probably be the thing to get like the older boomers to actually be like, oh, podcasts.
Right? Like, this is like the same shit that happened with Shane Gillis. It's like, you think, like, oh, it's gonna be bad. Like, no, he just comes back stronger than ever, Obi-Wan Kenobi style. You know,
To be
like,
fair, yesterday I saw he was doing like presenting at an award show. I didn't realize it was him for a bit just because he was in that suit.
no,
I
he's
sat there
so
scared, and I
uncomfortable.
was like, he looks familiar. Then I heard him speak, and I was like, oh, that's Shane Gill. Oh, well.
Yeah, this is like when you saw like Aladdin get that wealth and all this other shit. When it's just like, oh, you're king now. Put you in this fancy suit. Like, no, they look uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah, no, he totally did not look like he was wanting to be. He was waiting to be done to be like, get off me.
This is giving Tarzan clothes.
It's just I mean, does it suck? Yes, because like the late shows, like that was a staple, man. I mean, yes, it was started. Yes, it's not like technically speaking, but I think I'm older than the Late Show. It was like it's almost. I think it's like just 30 years old.
Like 30 or 35, somewhere in there.
Yeah, but it's just like,
Yeah, it was like mid '80s, late '80s. It started coming out of the scene, like '90s.
mhm. It's weird because like it just felt like it's not as untouchable as something like Sesame Street. You know what I mean? Like Sesame Street, no, you don't fuck with Sesame Street. But like Late Show,
Well, they're already fucking with it.
They're fucking with Sesame Street.
they're
I
still
mean-
Yeah, they're fucking with
They-
I
it.
mean,
did
Elmo
another-
kind of started fucking with them early. He shot first.
that is true.
but, well,
Elmo.
Yeah, he shot for.
but
Elmo's finally showing his power level. But no, yeah, this last week they did another 1 billion cut for PBS.
well,
So-
yeah,
Yeah,
but,
PBS and NPR.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, Sesame Street, it's only gonna be on PBS. It's not like because PBS and but you know, Netflix picked up Sesame Street, right?
I thought it was HBO.
Well, the contract expired with HBO, and so what had happened was like Sesame Street was up in the air, and then in comes Netflix.
Oh,
Mm.
Of course it comes.
I don't know how I feel about that because I know that HBO had a thing where I guess Sesame Street would like premiere on HBO first, but then it would still be on PBS.
I'm sure it's gonna be the same. I'm sure Netflix is gonna do the same thing because it's Sesame Street. You don't fuck with it, man. You can't. You don't fuck with Sesame Street. Like you can like
So
Go ahead.
Don't fuck
The
with the
only marketing
streets.
you need is to tell people that it's on Netflix instead. But other than that, just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not just the only thing that got like. It's not the only thing like Trump is putting pressure because apparently he's going after fucking the Wall Street Journal over the Epstein files for like 10. He's suing them for $10 billion. And I'm
Yes,
just
he
like,
is.
And
The thing is-
that's kind of interesting to see how that's going to go because it kind of, it's not like, how do I put it? Rupert Murdoch is not an ally of his, but he's also not going to take shit either because he's Rupert Murdoch. So it's, I'm wondering if he'll just pay to make him shut up or if he'll be like, no, we finna spill all your secrets.
No, here's the thing with that is that yes, the problem is if he actually goes through with it, if you have depositions, like Trump's gonna look like an idiot. He's gonna fail that test. And yeah, Rupert Murdoch is not gonna take that shit lying down. That's why there's conspiracy theories where it's like, was it JD Vance and Peter Thiel, his fucking daddy, fucking went to Colorado and met with the Rupert Murdochs in like June. And they think like this is a plan because they know like this Epstein file could actually crack some of the MAGA base, right? So they're like, let's just go with this. Trump's going to do this because they know that he's going to do this and he'll eventually lose. And that way JD Vance can take over and they can 25th Amendment Trump without losing too much of the MAGA base.
yeah, okay.
And Rupert Murdoch, because if Rupert Murdoch was just like, yeah, let's go deposition, because you know he went through this with Fontu's Cone. He knows like if he actually goes through this, deposition is gonna be wild, and he can just get his Fox lackeys to not run cover for Trump anymore, which will wake up a lot of Americans. So, to paraphrase Trump, Rupert has all the cards. You don't have any cards.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even do it with the proper voice. Rupert has all the cards. I have no cards. I have to feel my breasts.
You gotta feel like Zelensky in a tracksuit in the White House. But
Listen,
Trump's up. That's why Trump placed his lawsuit in the Southern District of Florida with Eileen Cannon. That bitch hopefully will run cover, but that bitch is too dumb. She's gonna get outplayed.
Well, either way, hopefully, like Trump's legs collapse from those damn from whatever that ankles thing that's happening to. But like the yeah, like I'll touch up on that in a minute. But the fucking Epstein file, you ran on the base saying you're gonna release the shit, and now you're pretending it doesn't happen, and you're surprised that your supporters are like, dude, what the fuck? You said you were gonna expose the deep state. Now you are the deep state. Motherfucker's been deep state from the jump, you MAGA idiots. But like you're this is the hill you're gonna die on, right? This is the hill that you're gonna like fight for the fucking Epstein. This. Not any of the shit that's been going on, like from the fucking internment camps to the ICE raids with like they're still and the ICE officers are still wearing motherfucking masks and like in unmarked cars. This the fucking Epstein shit. You fucking morons. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like Epstein wasn't a monster. Of course he was. Like the shit that like came to light is but like it's and like on top of all that, Trump is calling them fucking idiots. I mean, to be fair, they are idiots. Are we in agreement on this? They're fucking morons.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. But like,
No, they're fucking morons. But the problem is that he backed himself into his corner because it's like he spent all his time saying everything is a Democratic hoax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which worked for these fucking morons. But your problem is after he fucking says, "Everyone give up, you're fucking losers. I don't want your support." Then he switched to it was written by Obama and Biden, and it's a Democratic hoax. So even if they're idiots, they'll just be like, "Well, if it's written by them, then like let's just release it and get them in trap." Like. You can't be like
that's
it was
that's
them
why
doing
they
it.
don't want to do investigations right now.
the smellocrats
Exactly.
want the fucking thing released just to be like, just calling their fucking bluff. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? These retarded
It's
kids
the
are
one
smellocrats.
time Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene are technically on the same team. The
Right.
one time.
Well,
The one time, a broken clock. That's what they say.
They are actually in agreement for once without any petty jabs at each other.
Oh, no, okay. I have a theory on that. See, Jasmine Crockett, she was like, we have to do this. And Marjorie Taylor Greene followed suit because if she tries to, take jabs at Crockett again, she's going to be put in her place. So, Greene's just doing it out of fear because she's afraid of Jasmine Crockett. Rightfully so. Crockett put that bitch in her place when she's
figure that, too.
Yeah.
No, I legitimately believe MTG is doing this because, like, Trump's base, if you want to break it down to thirds, 1/3 maybe actually care about the economy, but they don't pay attention to it, so they'll have to be duped. 1/3 is just racist. It doesn't really fucking matter to them. The other third was these red pill bros that got on board with this fucking Epstein pedophile, and MTG is part of that. So
Yeah, I mean, I think she actually cares about this one thing. Like, she is definitely part of that insane conspiracy group of endless conspiracies. Like, we have the Jewish space lasers and stuff, but this
we
is
don't talk about them
one of the conspiracies that, probably is actually true. And so, I don't know. Originally, Vance was kind of on that team as well, but I guess you can tell where his real loyalties lie now that he's also like, oh yeah, no, they didn't exist. There's nothing there, nothing with Epstein. But I think this is the one time where MTG actually gives a shit about the Epstein stuff.
True.
yeah, this is part of her core belief system. Like, conspiracy people, they might be crazy, but they'll have one or two core belief conspiracies that they will die on that hill.
Yeah,
And this is one of them.
They're crazy.
we're making the
but they're
freaking
crazy
frogs gay.
dedicated.
Freaking frogs again. What were you saying, Captain?
Oh no, I'm saying they're crazy, but they're crazy dedicated.
Yeah.
And for the record, the reason why JD Vance switched his loyalties is because in order for him to fuck that couch, the couch was all like, you have to be on Team Trump. If you want my cushions, then you gotta be on Team Trump. And that's what JD Vance had to do. He has to keep fucking that couch until he honestly denies it. I'm gonna still say he fucks couches.
So we have to blame the couch for bombing Gaza?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yes. I mean, damn IKEA. Fuck those bitches.
All
you
I'm
have to
saying
believe.
is we don't have a list of furniture at Epstein Island. And until we do,
Really true.
I mean, I would believe that he's just on his couch because, he didn't defend his wife or children when they were all going after Indians.
Yeah.
And you got to believe that he was going to get some after taking that stance.
Of course.
And he's just like, I don't care. I got this couch.
his wife doesn't have pleated seats and room for.
Like when he was doing this, he was doing that meme where the guy's pointing to his head. Wife gets mad at me. She's going to have me sleep on the couch. And he's just like, uh-huh.
That's the real 4D chess move right there.
But okay, so with that being said, I mean, there's got to be a medical condition, if you're gonna have if you're that sexually attracted to couches, which is a weird turn of events considering I'm segueing into the fucking cankles thing or whatever the fuck is going on with his wrists and ankles. Oh, it's just normal for people that age. Yeah, I want to. I mean, for starters, when he started, I called it. I fucking called it because I was like, did you ever pay attention to the way he walks, that hump and all that shit? I fucking called it. I'm taking full credit. Now he's gonna start waddling. And I'm gonna call him President Penguin. I'm gonna call that motherfucker Penguin. I'm sorry, I'm foaming out the mouth because I'm oh my god.
We're one step away from him carrying an umbrella around with him everywhere.
Well, they call it the cavernous Venus syndrome, right?
Yeah.
But it's even if you believe that, right? It's at least they have 4 different stages. What that stage, if you believe, is the third stage. So that means that happens for a long time. So all this other time, you were saying he was the most healthiest president in history, that shit doesn't just brought up. So either you're lying then, or it's not really that. It might be a little bit that. It's more that you have congestive heart failure, which makes more fucking sense.
I
Which
mean,
With
is
all the
kind of
shit
what
that you need.
everybody's more thinking in the doctor's areas.
I still will give his health, I guess, unfortunately, the benefit of the doubt. Like, I still think Trump is more or less a healthy, fat 80-year-old. And so I think they've been, like, just kind of keeping this in their pocket to use as a distraction for whatever comes up. And it's a very poor distraction from the Epstein stuff. Like, I think they were expecting him to get a lot more sympathy from this, but like, it seems to be not really that big of a health issue. Like, it's just kind of a thing old people get, especially if they're like overweight. And so I think it was just a bad play at taking attention away from Epstein and like everything else that's going on.
Either way,
No,
I fucking called it.
We
I
could
fucking
poison him
called
if
it.
we just switched him off of junk food and McDonald's.
Oh yeah, no, there's there is so much he could do to improve his health, but I don't know. I don't personally think it's a sign of like larger congestive heart failure or anything else just yet. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh, me too. But like, it's never gonna happen. People like him, they live forever. But like, I called it. I want it to be. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but god damn it, if I don't take this fucking victory lap, I fucking called it. I called it. I was like, hey, there's something weird about the way he's walking, and now, boom, boom, he's got like the shittiest of ankles and wrists, and I'm like, who called it? Me. That's right. I'm raising the roof. Ooh, ooh.
no, I legitimately think like, yeah, he's definitely healthy. He has that Keith Richardson thing where it's kind of just like he's definitely healthy, and most other people it will take him out. But for some reason, this pressure of him being narcissistic, trying to be in the front, trying to duck this shit, is weirdly keeping him alive, kind of like Burns and fucking The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, yeah. All the diseases he have are providing a perfect balance, making him indestructible.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why he's just gonna last long. But people are making fun of Sam on the net is like nobody funny as fuck is if Trump dies and Biden's at his funeral with Obama and Clinton.
Yeah.
So why is he limiting flights to Mexico? Is it like I get it, he hates Mexicans, but like is there like a reason is there an actual official reason behind it, or is it just because he wants more travel bans and shit?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's basically Stephen Miller behind this. Whatever fucking happened to him in Santa Monica really fucked him up when he was in high school. Like maybe he didn't have his fucking what's a high school musical where he got Gabriella. Like he does, it didn't work out. He got rejected, and he's like, "This is my plan," you know. So.
He had to
That's
go
what
hang
I
out with
think.
Sharpay.
I mean, Trump is racist, yes, but he will. If you're a winner, he will tolerate you. That's why he tolerates and likes like Muhammad Ali and other like minority great sports players or boxers. Like so, even though he's racist, he recognizes winners. Stephen Miller doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, I just want people that look like me, but no one will fuck people like me. Yeah, because if he wanted to really make his numbers, he literally can go to New York and other places and go round up like Italians, Russians, who they know are not on here on visas. But he just choose these Hispanics. Kudos to fucking with the Cubans who think they're white out in Miami. I just think that's bubblegum.
Oh, their poor souls.
Therefore, so like, oh, I will, but we gotta Trump. Fuck all these other people. We're the best. Fuck you. Can you make this here? Like, no, you're not.
Well, I mean, it did help that basically Republicans and the Trump all partied with them anyway, being like, yeah, you're in good. Yeah.
And my thing is that My thing is like, if you really thought DI and not the black man was taking your spots in college, how come you're not calling out the Asians who are taking over like 30% of your boys' shit? Because I mean, either A, you believe black people are dumb, and if they're dumb, they wouldn't be a threat to you in Ivy Leagues, right? But you're saying they're a threat to you in Ivy Leagues, but the Asians are like 25 to 35% taking your shit on there, but you don't call it out.
To be fair, they never did stop calling out the Asians. They're still getting hate and shit.
They're still getting hate, but I don't know sure if they feel like when they got rid of DI that they're really going to the Asians, or the Asians don't realize that you were part of this scheme. Because, you know, it was what, like 4 to 5% blacks? Like, let's go after them. Like, okay.
Well, also, our government's in a state of paranoia. So a ton of those Asians are going to probably come from somewhere over in China. Do you think the government's going to be excited to send students or people that have been over here for a while back to China suddenly?
True. I mean,
It's like, I don't think they should be, but they haven't really made any things against that. They kind of, that's all that's implied that black people are the cause of everything. And then they drag up Obama from 10 years ago every fucking time.
I don't even, that's the only thing. Like, if you were going to blame somebody, there were more recent Democrats. Really? Obama.
I still wholeheartedly like give the Hillary Clinton shit for Pokemon go to the polls. Fucking dumb, useless, fucking fat-faced bitch. Of all the dumb things white people could say, that is like the cake topper right there. That is the cake fart right there. That Pokemon go to the polls. I still wholeheartedly give that bitch shit for it because it's oh my god.
I'm so mad. It's like they're mad at Hillary Clinton calling these people deplorables. That's not even that as bad as what they've been called lately. No one cares.
I mean, that's just consistent with the right likes to call the left snowflakes, but then literally anytime you say anything negative about them or Trump, they freak out. Like the right is way more sensitive, in my opinion. But
which is weird because like people on the right like includes the masculine manly jocks that pay like what is it like $17,000 to join up with those man camps in order to like be rated.
Oh yeah,
and like I'm like, dude, you the fuck. I mean, like the fucking the sense of the sensitive boys. They're so sensitive. And but I'm gonna go back to Hillary Clinton for a fucking second because you have to understand just how much this bitch pisses me off. She said Resident Evil was resident of Evil Creek. She fucking like was one of the people that like jumped down the hot coffee incident. You know, everybody was fully clothed and none of the gamers actually gave a shit. In fact, you couldn't actually do anything with the hot coffee mod like on a PS2, which is like 90% of the customer fan base back in the day. PCs only had but like not all that pales in comparison to Pokemon go to the poll. I will give her shit until the day she dies. I don't care about the fucking servers. I don't care if she has Hunter Biden's laptop. I'm going at like that line. Pokemon go to the polls. Pokemon go to the 5 words. That 5-word sentence is exactly what that is her legacy right there. Not getting cheated on by Will Blimpton. No. That's not her legacy. The legacy, her entire legacy revolves around that 5-word sentence. Pokemon go to the polls. Fucking dumb bitch. Ugh.
Sounds like someone didn't Pokemon go to the polls.
I'm talking about you people in Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know. I think still the thing she did that upset me the most was her playing dumb with the servers.
Oh, yeah.
And when they were like, so did you wipe them or not? And she was like with a cloth? It's like, bitch, you know.
You
Don't
know what we're
think
talking
so.
about, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god, the Cluckton, that Cluckton bitch. And yes, I will call her Hillary Cluckton. Fuck you. Anyway, but like, shifting.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's favorite Twitter chat GPT is getting a junior. That's right. There's a Gork Junior for kids, so that way you could hear all this Nazi shit and anti-Semitism for your child. I'm like, are you
Does
fucking?
it
Wait,
does
what?
it get a sexy goth girl version too?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ah,
so,
because
so, so this,
have you
so
seen that?
this is a kid say the racist things. Like kids say the damnest thing. Kids say the most racist things.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And it's like with the Nazis and the pop and the fascism.
I mean, to be fair, like I've heard kids say some of the like, because like at the school that I'm not gonna name names. I don't want to name names, but yeah, I've heard some of these kids like drop the N word. I mean, like they were just all like they say like everything from the N word to spics to and here I am just going like. You haven't even hit puberty yet, and you're using shit that even I would like. I would have gotten the belt and then some back in the day if I said some shit like that. The fuck?
Well, that's the problem. It's the parents teach them, and they're not
Yeah.
giving the belt, and that's 'cause, like these kids don't know these words. The only reason they feel comfortable with the words is because they'll hear like the parents say it all the time, laughing around with other family members and shit, and they think it's okay. And then when they fucking get caught saying out loud stuff on there, there'll be a moment when they look at the parents and they might do something wrong and they can correct it. But you know what the parents do?
Parents give a thumb up. Like,
Yes, they'll get a thumb up and they'll go after the teachers and other people saying like, "How dare you fucking ostracize my isolate my kids for saying this shit and all this other shit." The same reason when parents always says that my kid's an angel when they go no goddamn well they're not an angel, they're devil. They know it. We all know it.
I mean, I agree, but I will also say, as boomery as it makes me feel, I feel like it's also a problem with a lack of like positive influences in media too, like especially with young men now, like the Manaverse and like the Andrew Tate and Sneakos and everything.
God,
like
yeah.
there is so much shitty misogyny and like racism that is just like directly targeted towards young men, and there's like no positive alternatives for it because like streaming is the new TV. That's like what kids watch, and there isn't like really any positive role models at all, and so that just like cements the shit that they've been taught by their parents.
No,
Yeah.
totally. It's a backlash. It's just like how there was like a white lash back to Obama being president and there's more racism with like the Me Too movement and like the feminist movement. This red pill bro movement came out of it. And that's why you see so much online where it's like guys are saying like, we're not gonna say shit, or I don't approach women to ask them on date because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get accused of being called a rapist. It's like, bro, like that percentage is so low. And
Yeah.
everyone starts believing this shit. And it's like, if you ask them completely, when was the last time that any woman actually came close to accusing you of this shit and you weren't doing creepy shit?
Yeah, no, some of them
You
are
know, like,
so goddamn pathetic in terms of like, you can actually say, you know, if you're that worried about like, oh, if I say this, then that's wrong. Oh, no, there's the only things you need to worry about is if you say something stupid. How much cancellation will you get from it? I could say all the fucking time, like hell. Like this morning, not this morning. I want to say yesterday when we were, me and my sis, we were grocery shopping. Person was driving too damn slow, and I'm just all. So what do I say? I'm just all like, "Yep, that person's got to be Asian." Boom! Right off the bat, I called it. I fucking called it. Dude was Asian. Like, yep, that's what happens. They just drive 20 miles under the speed limit. Oh no! Does it get canceled for that? Motherfucker, these stereotypes exist for a goddamn reason, and you know that's still like run and still true as fuck. But if you're gonna just be that guy still like, I don't know if I should say, blacks can jump high, it'll get me canceled. How? That's just, it's a known fact. Don't say something stupid like, women stay in the kitchen. Why would you? No, you don't say something like that will get you canceled because no, fuck you.
Well, that will get you canceled. But the weird thing is, like, they think about that before they say it out loud. But they're willing to put this in writing through text so easily.
I mean, I literally said what I said just now, like, and it's and it's going to be on the internet forever. But like, if you're, but like the whole putting that shit in, that's just your own dumb ass. Then that's just you being stupid. It's kind of like that whole fucking leaked text. No, yeah, it wasn't even a leaked text thing about like a military campaign. It was just sent to the wrong fucking phone. Like, yeah, I'm just drawing parallels from that fucking. Oh my god! Like that's just you being dumb. Don't put shit. Shit. I'm getting heated. Someone take over or else I'm gonna start yelling and possibly like throwing shit around. Oh my god! Like I'm just
I mean,
so
I guess
sick of these fucking man camps, man. Like they're just like that. What makes a dude a man is like you have the strength to do it. If you're like you have that, you don't have to be like some boorish piece of shit. You just have to be a fucking normal human being, you dumb motherfucker. Like we're not supposed to be as pure as Penguin Zero fucking Charlie. We just have to be like, if you think something's not okay, then okay, Robert, go ahead.
I guess I would say like it's like a weird phenomenon taking over between like the red pilling and the fact of this, like you said, new streaming age and influencers, where it feels like a lot of people, especially younger, feel they can be influencers all the time. So they feel like they're gonna get canceled when they have no fucking following at all.
Yeah.
And then they feel like this is gonna hurt my chances when I'm on this great reality show 10 years ago. Like, this is the same reason why we have issues with our budget because people keep voting to give these tax breaks to billionaires because everyone thinks they're fucking 1 to 2 decisions away from becoming a billionaire. You're not, bro. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be an influencer. It's not going to be that big of a thing on this shit. You might as well just say whatever the fuck you're feeling with your chest, right or wrong, because no one else is really looking out for you, bro. Like,
I wonder if that kind of galvanizes them too, because if they're so convinced that like if they say anything wrong they'll get canceled, they'll just sort of think like, well, if I'm gonna miss heaven, why do it by 2 inches? I'll just fully lean to being like a racist piece of shit. I don't know.
To be fair, Jack Doherty did that, and like he leaned into the whole assholeness, and yeah, he now he's broke because his OnlyFans girlfriend left him with all her money.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And has been robbed at least twice since then?
Those were staged.
Wasn't 100% sure because one of them he does actually look panicked before he gets on camera.
Yeah, okay.
but like, I guess this is their double-edged sword trap they set because if they feel this way, they felt like, oh, because Trump's in power, MAGA moving, I could be more of the asshole I am. If I listen to Andrew Tate stuff, I'm more empowered to do these asshole moves, right? So when you finally get a girl, right? So if you believe everything that you learned up to here, if a better guy with a better job comes along and pulls your girl and cheats on you, you shouldn't be mad. You should respect the game, but they don't.
True.
So,
Yeah, I mean, there are so many problems with the whole manosphere movement. Like, all of the major influencers are usually not married. Like, they preach about, like, gotta get married, have kids, and then, like, they just don't themselves. It's similar to the whole, like, I don't know, how if you have a subscription to, like, a dating website, it's sort of, you're already in that mindset that, like, you're not going to find anyone for a long time, so you'll need a subscription. Like, these dudes are just going after vulnerable kids with, like, no real solution. I don't know, it's messed up.
It really
well,
is.
that's why they go after the younger demographic. That's where this whole Epstein comes into, where it's like they know deep down, they all know that if they went against a woman in their age range, their cohort, and had their same level of fucking education, that they wouldn't want them. That's
Yeah.
why they keep going younger, because it's like I can get away with this bullshit enough where I can feel like they'll feel necessarily to lean on me, and that way I can feel them. I can treat them as shit. I don't have to change. And when they fucking start getting uppity, I'm gonna get violent, all this shit. When they leave me, I'm gonna say she's crazy to my friends, and then go younger.
Yeah, the creeper
And,
reference.
and it's sad, and then we see it all happen all the time. But once again, you know who you see be successful with this? Rich fucking successful mediocre men. Have you seen the latest pictures of like Leonardo DiCaprio? Like good movie career, not doubting that, but like
Like, no,
his hairy dad bod
enough,
isn't
but
that fucking his hairy dad bod isn't that fucking sexy. Yeah, he's still pulling these other chicks, and they see that and it's like that's it. I'm just one or two decisions away from being rich enough that I can just pull these young women without trying. These are the models.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because getting a gold digger, yeah, that'll solve all your life's
Well,
problems.
gold digger, but you know what they got around with that? They're like, well, let's go around, be a passport, bro. Go cheaper.
Oh god,
They'll
the
appreciate you
passport
more.
bros thing. That is so. That's
yeah, that's how you end up on 90 Day Fiance, where we're laughing at your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna be Ed with no neck.
Big Ed. Oh man, what a fucking dumb piece of shit that guy is.
Oh yeah, and then you saw that one chick that he was dating was I believe she was from Malaysia or Philippines who tried to
Bro.
do an OnlyFans.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
she tried
mean,
to do an OnlyFans.
I wouldn't say no to an Ed only fans. Show me the base of the neck. Show the fans what they want to see.
But
He
yeah,
can't show you what doesn't exist.
but yeah, like circling back to the whole like because we went on that tangent because yes, like the fucking Gork thing is getting like a junior version, and I'm just all like, dude, that fucking you still haven't ironed out the bugs from the actual version. What? Why in God's name would you think that would work? Like in all on, I mean, I get it. It's Musk. He's a fucking idiot. But like
I mean, that just feels like lawsuit city to me.
right?
I don't know. Like, AI is nowhere near regulated enough to just have a kids version. What's even the like what's the goal for them? What are they trying to do? Just like have an AI companion for children? Like that just sounds like a bad idea.
Right? Oh my god, right?
They already have kids who are like basically remember they came up with like turnitin.com and all this plagiarism shit for colleges.
Yeah.
And they just kind of gave up on that and figured like all these people are the AI. So it seems like they just want to kind of indoctrinate these children or make them weaker to always rely on their AI services to do anything, to do a job or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And we're basically in a timeline for Wall-E.
It's going to be pretty concerning to see what the young adults of the next like 10, 20 years look like that were brought up on AI. Because you're already seeing a lot of students that just like, they don't even read the stuff that they're copy and pasting and turning in. Like, I don't know. It's never been easier to not do any sort of critical thinking, and I'm afraid of the eventual fallout of that.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you see already that kids, they can't do cursive. They can't read an analog clock. And then they make laws that like, well, we only can have digital clocks because we don't want to fucking teach our kids shit anymore.
My god,
Like,
dude,
they might as well just make a course of how to work in an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we sound like those old guys literally right now. Say, I fear for this coming generation. You kids have been spoiled rotten with your Switch 2s and your PlayStation 5s and your makeout parties and your swingers clubs and
Well, it's interesting though, because as much as I hate on AI, like I am excited for kind of stuff that it can do in the future, and like I I don't know. Like I use ChatGPT sometimes for scheduling things, or like I've even done some research stuff with it before. Like I use it, and it's going to be widely used in the future. So like learning how to use it correctly is, I think, going to be very important. And it's not like we're just saying like, oh, the that's just a fad. That's never going to take off. We don't need to learn how to send an email. Like I don't think we're going to be the same as the boomers, but I don't know.
No, we're
I'm just
not.
looking out for the youngins, man. Yeah.
Oh, you think
We're not
that's
afraid. We're not. Here's the thing. It's like we're not afraid of using a useful tool that can make people's parents' lives. That's what the boomers were afraid of all this
Yes.
time because they felt like it was going to erase what they did. I'm just saying that they need to bring up the bottom to understand these tools and have these tools be a cherry on top to go over the skills they learn. But it's going the opposite way. We're dumbing down the bottom, letting it go lower, and just having them think of everything. So eventually, when we have these service jobs like plumber, these blue collar jobs, trade school jobs, people won't know how to physically do it. They won't understand the basics of why this is, and they can't fully appreciate this tool because this tool is making it like, yeah, I can do the calculations by hand, but it'll take me like a day or two to do it by hand, and
Yeah.
it's only take me 10 seconds. They won't understand that. They'll just be like, this is how we always do shit.
I mean, for apprenticeship sort of jobs, I think I am less concerned with those because you're still going to have to do, no matter what, some sort of hands-on education, and you're going to have to learn how to kind of do your job, if that makes any sense. Like, you can only cheat so far. The thing I'm concerned about is like all the lawyers and doctors who are just chat GPTing their way through their degree, and then suddenly they have to deal with real people and they don't actually have any knowledge, and they're relying on just fancy Google, basically.
well?
Like,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm worried about.
well, with
Yeah, with a
with
doctor,
doctors, they have to go through all that. Like we're talking internships, residencies, all that shit. Like that's still like a thing. Is that
it's
something
a
that
thing right
maybe?
now,
Yeah,
Doug. But
no.
okay, so what happens when they have the new AI for like surgery for fucking like consultations, right? And
Yeah.
then they run it through the computer, and they're just like, the computer just deems that you're not worth saving. But if a person would have physically saw it, they would have been like, no, there's a small chance. But if the computer is set to being like anything underneath 30% is not worth doing.
Yeah.
And if they just believe that, then basically, what, one third of the world's going to be fucked.
Well, that's just them turning their backs on the Hippocratic Oath. They still have to try. I'm just saying, is all. But like,
Yeah. I mean, it's just easier to try less, is I guess what I'm getting at. Because like right now, I'm taking master's classes for like psychology and therapy, and I'm already like being given like AI clients and stuff, and so they're like judging based on these like fake AI people, and so I could very easily see like, oh yeah, you need 700 resident hours or 800 with AI. Like we're going into weird territory. I don't know. It makes me vaguely uncomfortable.
you're not the only one. Oh man, like a bunch of the students that they're using chat. Even when I was teaching at college, even when I was teaching colleges and ChatGPT started making its rounds, like so many people were using their shit for just to complete their assignments. I'm like, come on, man, no. Look, I
Yeah.
get it. Like sometimes, hey, look, I can tell you from firsthand experience. Writing a thesis that fucking sucks. Okay, 110 pages was my thing. I had fucking like 2 years to fucking do it, and it sucked. But at the same time, I still managed to get to just bite the bullet and do the thing. You got like no, you got no excuse. Fuck you. It's this. Ooh, me and AI do not. But then again, but hey, at the very least, the silver lining with AI, as it stands right now, is who was it that was? I think it was Robert that told me like YouTube updated its terms of service. So if you use AI
Yeah.
in your if you use AI in your content, you don't get paid for it. And I'm just because here I am being like so anti AI with a couple of exceptions like thumbnails or video descriptions or tags because I can't be bothered to like write that, and I'm not gonna like pull animators from doing what they're doing to fucking make a thumbnail gag here with that. So it's nice to know that like people that are using AI in their like video creation or whatever the fuck just can't get paid. That's my silver lining, and that makes me happy.
I'm just trying to avoid Skynet because I don't know where Sarah Connor is in this timeline.
I mean, you saw that, what was that robot in the Adam Sandler film or Jurassic Park running down the hills in the fucking
Oh yeah.
shit on there? So that's the future. And it's like, and it's weird because people are putting that already, like guys are making AI girlfriends. And then there's always been that, oh, we're going to get these sex bots, right? So when that happens, like, there's definitely nations like Japan's running on like a negative birth rate. So when that happens to other ones, what's this gonna happen to the human world? Like, I mean, I guess Earth will be happy,
Well,
but
it's not. Well, the thing it's that's actually a first world problem. It's not just Japan, South Korea, and even here, even the U.S. They're experiencing like a huge shortness in birth. And there's a ton of factors for it. I mean, like it's not just like this cut and dry. Oh, no one's getting together. People are getting together. It's just like first of all, having a child that's super expensive. Two, you're basically knocking out half of your income. Three, I mean, children they're fucking awful.
well, they're awful.
Well said.
You're not gonna be able, the problem is like people getting housed out of housing markets. The job market and inflation growth is not keeping up in order to keep, because like early on, that's what people were talking about. That's what I was saying about the boomers. Like people were like, what we do is, it's like, bro, you were able to fucking take care of like a 3 to 4 person household on a fucking gas pumper salary. Like, and then college didn't cost that much. It really didn't happen to Reagan. Reagan kind of fucked everything up. And all the Republicans kind of like, yeah, let's help out these rich people. And they keep helping out the rich people. And the problem with rich people is rich people hate children.
Unless you're Epstein.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you like them a little too much.
Yeah, you like them a little too much. They only kind of want a child to keep their own legacy. They only kind of want a child to keep their own legacy on there. But if people cared about children, you wouldn't have the astronomer begging an HR out there at a Coldplay concert, because those kids are getting roasted, especially in New York.
Look, if you're gonna have an affair,
I'm
why
glad that one
don't you
hit,
go
Doug.
somewhere with a jumbotron?
In
Why?
the Jumbotron, let me duck down.
Here?
Let me duck down, because people won't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, those tickets only cost me about $300, or it was a write off. Oh wait, this divorce is gonna cost me $700,000. What the fuck?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Hope it was
god.
the best game of your life.
And it's like that bitch wasn't even worth it. She's not even that hot.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they both ain't that hot.
Yeah, but I mean, damn, if I was gonna risk it, I'm risking it for some Julie Bowen, Sofia Vergara,
No.
some AOC. That's what I'll risk for, some AOC.
Oh man.
You're dipping in the CEO bucket. You gotta take what you get.
AOC's mine, you asshole. But that got that.
Nah, AOC and Mars is mine.
I was crying. I was sad. That got me, man. That really did.
They're still doing it. They're doing that Philly games and baseball games. They're not gonna let this shit down.
Oh, they're gonna
And you
wear
know this shit's gonna be on SNL.
Oh man. Who knows? Maybe that'll get canceled by Paramount too. Come next year. You don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna get canceled.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well, I mean, like, I guess, because even though I didn't have that as a topic of the Slab Lounge, I guess I could bring that up because, like, Apparently, Michael Che and Colin Jost are leaving SNL, which sucks because they
Oh
made
yeah.
Weekend Update. Yeah, they made Weekend Update for me, but that's neither here nor there. Because that's outside of Democrazy's range. And we're coming close to time, so I really should end it. Jesus Christ, Gabe, you got me hard, dude.
It's what I'm here for.
Thanks for tuning in to Demo Crazy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can listen to us on Amazon Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. You take care, and later on.